Majid Khan and all the others who may have been held in Poland grow increasingly more isolated as the US tries to prevent that secret coming out.
I'm not saying that they're innocent, but this issue has to be clarified. If there were prisons here, if people were held in Poland, then our government should admit it.
It's unlikely, unfortunately, that the British government, the European governments, the American government are going to agree to the truth coming out. And if they don't, I can promise you one thing, we're going to sue them into the next generation to make sure the truth ultimately comes out.
Khaled El Masri, the German car dealer, is suing too. He says he'll never give up.
Es geht mir einfach darum, ich will nur wissen, warum mir das angetan hat. Ich will eine Aufklärung und eine Entschuldigung.
They want an explanation for why it happened and an apology.
Well, then they should tell him.
But couldn't you tell him?
No. Because I'm legally constrained from telling him.
But you were in charge.
I can tell him that personally I had nothing to do with what happened to him, but I can tell him that...
How can you not have had anything to do with what happened? You were in charge of the CIA
well,
at that time.
I can't comment on that. It's a much more complicated issue than you know, and I wish I could tell you, but I can't, and I really can't.
Okay, but why?
Because I don't want to end up in court myself, is the thing.
In Washington, Democrats are now the majority in Congress. They're asking questions. CIA memoirs are piling up, heavily censored, each with their own versions of this curious time.
It's a mess, and it's going to get worse. A lot of things were done after 9/11 that are going to be looked at for years to come. There are going to be commissions, court cases. These fellows that are at Guantanamo, they're going to have lawyers.
What about you? I mean, you were the boss in Europe. Where does it leave you?
I haven't been... No warrants out for my arrest. No, none for my arrest.
Not yet?
Not yet, anyway, no.
Are you worried?
No.
So where does the buck stop?
The president's the president. I blame the administration for creating an atmosphere of sort of rage and vengeance. The people up the line need to have responsibility for what happened. They wanted to draw a line so that there was no direct line from what happened to their authority, and that's not right.
Deniability.
Deniability. Let's put it in plain English, yeah.
Today, CIA jets no longer land in Mallorca.
They stopped coming to Europe because of our constant communications through our networks. We reported it every time a new aeroplane landed, and there were about 16 suspect CIA planes. So they've stopped coming here. We reckon it's because they're going to Morocco or Algeria. We don't know where.
To Ethiopia, say the latest reports. And, it's rumoured, to a new CIA prison in the deserts of Morocco. The US has raised its aid to Morocco eightfold. Renditions haven't stopped, they've just been relocated.
As more high-ranking terrorists are captured, the need to obtain intelligence from them will remain critical. And having a CIA program for questioning terrorists will continue to be crucial to getting life-saving information.
Human rights organisations have identified 20 rendered prisoners who've disappeared. They're asking where they are.
It'll come around in the end. It's we have a way of getting round to this, and then it'll be a lot clearer. I won't look like quite the gangster I do with you today. So that's.